Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the Dad in DPS, and today we're back once again with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Script, a series where I review weapons I've acquired in Appalachia and see how well they do. And today's one is another one that I'm going to have some fun with. Either way, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with it. So today's weapon is Juggernauty. This is a Juggernaut's last shot, reload speed, Gauss rifle. Now, as you can imagine, Gauss rifle with last shot, that's going to be some big damage if that does in fact trigger. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how this goes and how it does. I am upset that the top effect isn't something like anti-armor or aristocrats, but you know, yeah, it could be worse. It could honestly be worse. So this is the build that we're using today. It's optimizing sneak, a bunch of stuff on there for crit, you know, just it's decent damage, let's be honest. Either way, ignore it, move on, keep going. So, the Gauss rifle. Now, obviously, we're using this baby in stealth. Unfortunately, it has the problematic thing of where it doesn't seem to want to hit headshots a lot of the time, which is incredibly frustrating at times. But, you know, you get one of those big old crits on an enemy and they just get deleted from all existence. And this is kind of the strength of this weapon. You can pre-charge it before you come up against an enemy, and then, you know, completely obliterate them before anything else happens. You're also, with all the perks that I've gone here and all the sneak stuff, going to be doing a crap load of damage in general. Like, this is a very fun weapon to use if you are looking for essentially single shot stealth, because it does insane damage at insane distances. Typically, if you can get those headshots, because even though I've got like 90% accuracy, I sometimes miss the most weird headshots imaginable, whereas then 40% accuracy with a crit, and you're seeing this level 100 3-star super mutant is not lasting very long against this weapon. This is an absolute beast. I'm quite a fan of the Gauss rifles, but what I would say is this is obviously a Juggernaut, so I'm only getting an extra 25% damage from it. Like, I don't know why it misses so often like that, it's so stupid. But you're getting an extra 25% damage on there. Now, anti-armor, I would argue, would be significantly better because it is a more consistent damage, and it's why using this in stealth is probably the best idea, because I'm never going to get hit, therefore my damage is never going to go below that 25%. I say I'm never going to get hit, there's always a chance, but because I'm using solar armor, it would regenerate. There's a whole manner of things and reasons why this works quite well together, but you're seeing, like, it demolishes these guys quite easily. So, the next target is obviously going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff himself. And you're seeing we are, yeah, like if he didn't have the immunity there, he would have already been dead. This thing completely demolishes him so easily. Like, it's actually such a fun weapon, and yet again I need to reiterate, this is not even the best variant of this weapon that I could potentially have, and he was gone in seconds. Alrighty, now we are going up against the Merlin Queen. Now this little bugger has her one side of her legs crippled because I got discovered, and I'm not going into the whole jazz of that, but yeah, this is what's happening. Now you're seeing, in terms of the damage we're doing, like, we're quite consistently picking our butthole in. Like, if I didn't leave witnesses, we would kill her very quickly, and if I, you know, left her for last, which is usually the best way to go about with this weapon, is leave her for last, you know, like, we are unfortunately getting into the situation where they're crowding us when we are in freaking, I hate that pond is the best way to describe it. How did that miss at 95%? This is the biggest problem in this weapon, is shots that should hit, don't hit, and shots that shouldn't hit, do hit. And sometimes you can, and if you need to, you can just like quick fire this thing, combine it with like some cripple perks, and you're gonna be able to deal with stuff this way. But you saw, like, we were taking it the Marlock Queen quite quickly. If you do it in a more methodical manner, you know, you take your time and you don't fart around like I was, you know, it's gonna be a lot easier and a lot quicker for you. And you're seeing, like, we're able to get ourselves up to where we need to be. You can manually aim it quite effectively as well, and she goes down fairly quickly outside of interruptions. So, as usual, we go into expeditions and see how well it does here. Now, you're seeing there with a crit, you are instantly annihilating these guys. They just don't last very long against it. The human enemies are definitely not going to last any longer either. Main kind of problem you've got is obviously if you're using this as a stealth weapon, you're a bit slower. It's not a fixer, you know, you're not getting that automatic run speed. And there is the kind of downside, like, as much as you seem to be able to, like, have decent accuracy on it, it just doesn't seem to hit its shots when it should. That is, like, the main downside to this weapon. Like, there's a higher percentage of shots missed for absolutely no reason other than the gun just decides it doesn't want to hit. And this is the thing about the Gauss rifle, and even the Gauss pistol. In theory, it should be hitting, and it comes up and says 95%, but it honestly feels like it's a 50-50 sometimes when it's going to hit and when it's not. And then other times, you just land all your shots. It's very difficult to keep an eye on. But, as you can see, we are getting our ammo back in quite a huge amount, because if I'm one-shotting things, or two-shotting things, I'm getting anywhere between 10 to 5 times my ammo back. So yeah, bring this thing in here, it'll take out the big things, it'll take out small things, it will just do its job very well. So yeah, that is today's weapon. Now, this is not the best variation of this weapon. There are so many other things I would rather on there in that main slot, and that will probably change in the near future. But, you know, it's still a decent little gun. It's doing what it needs to. It's killing pretty much everything I point at, and it's effective. It is very, very, very effective, especially if you use it with a stealth build. Either way, guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shining, a shadow creeping. Feel your hearts entwining, a twisted mind seeking prey.